Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into a topic that is the absolute bedrock of a successful and fulfilling career: workplace ethics and professional conduct. A positive work environment doesn't happen by accident. It's built on trust. This session is your guide to understanding the principles that create that trust and how your personal ethical choices shape your professional future. So, why are we here? This isn't just about rules. It's about understanding the why behind our actions. We're moving beyond a simple checklist of do's and don'ts to build a true framework for workplace ethics. Think of this session as calibrating your professional compass. The ethical choices you make every day are what build a reputation of integrity and trust, which is the most valuable asset you can have in your career. Let's clarify two key terms you'll hear a lot. Think of workplace ethics as your internal values. What's going on in your head and your heart that tells you what's right? Professional conduct, on the other hand, is the external action. It's how you behave and express those values at work. This course is all about bridging that gap, ensuring your actions consistently and positively reflect your ethical principles. We have 4 clear goals. By the end of our session, you will be able to define the 4 core ethical principles, explain the crucial role of the corporate code of conduct, describe the real-world impact of your ethical choices on both team morale and the company's reputation, and finally, take a moment to reflect on how your own personal values align with these professional standards. We'll begin by defining our moral compass. This section is about the fundamental values that form the bedrock of workplace ethics. These are the non-negotiable principles of professional conduct. Getting these right is the first and most important step in building strong, positive, and lasting relationships with colleagues, clients, and your entire organization. Our first and perhaps most important principle is integrity. Simply put, it's doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. It's not about avoiding punishment, it's about having strong moral principles and sticking to them. In action, this could be as simple as admitting you made a mistake on a project, rather than hoping it slips by unnoticed. Integrity is the ultimate measure of your character at work. Next is honesty. While related to integrity, honesty is specifically about being truthful in your words and actions. It's about communicating facts as they are, without spinning or hiding information. In your daily work, this means accurately reporting your hours, being truthful about a project's status, or handling a client's money with complete transparency. Honesty is the essential ingredient for building trust. Our third principle is accountability. This means taking ownership of your actions and their outcomes, good or bad. It's about seeing your commitments through and, when you make a mistake, owning it and focusing on the lesson learned. When you practice accountability, you're sending a clear message to your colleagues: you can depend on me. It's fundamental to being a reliable and valued team member. Finally, we have respect. This goes beyond basic politeness. It means truly valuing others' perspectives and treating everyone with dignity, regardless of their role, background, or opinion. In action, respect means avoiding gossip, listening to understand, and using inclusive language. A culture of respect is absolutely essential for creating positive team morale and effective collaboration. Let's look at a quick scenario. Imagine you make a small error, like miscalculating a figure in a report. No one has noticed. As this diagram shows, you have a choice. You can ignore it and hope for the best, or you can correct it. Choosing to correct it, even if it's uncomfortable, is a powerful demonstration of both integrity, because you're doing the right thing, and accountability, because you're owning your actions. Now that we have our principles, let's look at the playbook. This section is about decoding the corporate code of conduct. Think of the code not as a restrictive rulebook, but as a map, like the one you see here. It's a tool designed to help you navigate complex situations and empower you to make confident ethical choices that are aligned with the organization's values. So, what is the purpose of the code of conduct? It serves several key functions. It translates our values into clear, actionable guidance for our daily professional conduct. It provides clarity on complex issues, sets fair expectations for everyone, and, crucially, it acts as a shield, protecting both you as an employee and our collective organizational reputation. A code of conduct isn't a mystery. It typically covers very practical, real-world topics. You'll find guidance on handling potential conflicts of interest, like accepting gifts. It will detail your responsibilities regarding confidential information, outline our anti-harassment policies, and clarify the proper use of company assets. Its goal is to give you clear answers for situations you will likely encounter. Here's a classic example. A friendly vendor offers you a gift that you know is more valuable than company policy allows. It feels awkward to say no. This is where the code of conduct becomes your best friend. It gives you a clear, unambiguous rule to follow, removing the guesswork and personal discomfort. By simply stating, "Thank you, but our policy doesn't allow me to accept," you protect your integrity and the company. In this next section, we'll connect the dots. As this image of ripples in water suggests, your individual ethical choices don't happen in a vacuum. They create a ripple effect that impacts your team, your customers, and the entire company. Every decision you make, no matter how small, contributes to the overall culture and reputation of our workplace. Let's talk about your team. When team members make consistent ethical choices, it builds a culture of trust and psychological safety. This leads to high team morale, better collaboration, and less stress. Conversely, even small acts of dishonesty or disrespect can quickly erode trust and create a negative, toxic environment for everyone. The ripple effect extends outside our walls to our customers and our organizational reputation. A company's reputation, as illustrated here, is either strong or fragile. It's built on thousands of individual interactions. Consistent professional conduct builds customer loyalty and trust. Ethical lapses, even minor ones, can cause significant damage. Protecting that reputation is a responsibility we all share. Consider these two teams, as shown on the chart. Team A is open about challenges and has high team morale. Team B is secretive, blames others, and suffers from mistrust. What's the fundamental difference? It's not talent, it's a shared commitment to workplace ethics. Team A's culture is a direct result of its members consistently choosing integrity, honesty, accountability, and respect. Now, it's your turn for a brief, private reflection. Please take the next 2 minutes to think about 3 personal values that are most important to you. Now, consider how those personal values align with the 4 principles we've discussed: integrity, honesty, accountability, and respect. There's no need to share. This is simply to help you connect your personal compass to your professional one. Let's tackle a situation together. Imagine you overhear a colleague misrepresenting a product's feature to a client just to close a sale. Let's discuss. What are the ethical implications here? What does your duty of professional conduct require you to do, if anything? And what is the potential impact on our organizational reputation if this goes unaddressed? To help guide you every day, here are 5 simple best practices, presented as a checklist. Know the rules. Take time to understand our code of conduct. Lead by example, because your actions matter. Speak up if something feels wrong. Seek guidance when you're unsure, it's a sign of strength. And finally, maintain professional boundaries. These simple habits are the building blocks of a strong ethical reputation. As we wrap up, let's review your ethical toolkit. We've learned that workplace ethics are your values, and professional conduct is your action. We've defined the 4 core principles that guide your ethical choices. We've positioned the code of conduct as your practical guide. And most importantly, we've seen how your actions directly impact team morale and our organizational reputation. To help solidify what we've learned today, please take a few moments to complete this brief knowledge check on your own. The questions are on the screen. This will help verify your understanding of the key differences between honesty and integrity, the primary function of our code of conduct, and the tangible ways unethical behavior can affect a team. We'll discuss the answers in a moment. Our session today is a starting point. As this image of a path forward suggests, developing your ethical framework is an ongoing journey. Core principles remain constant, but the situations you'll face will change. I encourage you to commit to being a lifelong learner in workplace ethics. Participate in training, find mentors who exemplify integrity, and be a positive advocate for ethical practices in our workplace. And with that, you've done it. Congratulations! You now have the complete foundation, the compass and the toolkit, for understanding the foundations of workplace ethics. On behalf of all of us at LearnYa Skills, thank you for your hard work and engagement. We're excited to see you apply these principles. For more resources, visit us at www.learnyaskills.com.